Hi, how are you doing today?
Doing well, thanks.
Before we get started, I just want to let you know that anything you say today will stay confidential unless you do or say something that would cause harm to yourself or others.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, what brought you in today?
My boss made me come here.
And why do you think your boss made you
I yelled at him today, so I think he felt I needed to talk to somebody.
come? And why did you yell at him?
Man, he was just sitting around doing nothing with some of the other guys, and I'm sitting there busting my butt.
So, I'm hearing is that you're frustrated that he was doing nothing, so you decided to yell at him?
Yeah, well, I mean, I served in the military for like 15 years, and it just, you know, nobody sat around. We were always working and busting our butts together, and it made it a good environment. And this guy's just sitting there. It just doesn't make sense to me why he wants to sit there and do nothing while I'm doing all the work.
Do you think he was like not having a work-related conversation with the other coworkers?
It didn't feel like it. No, I think it looked like he was just sitting there.
So you're saying what I'm hearing is that it's not you're not sure.
No, probably not.
So what do you think you should do now?
I don't know. I think I might have to apologize to him for yelling at him, but I mean, it still felt like he just was sitting there.
So when you go back to work, what do you think you're gonna talk to him about?
I think I'm probably gonna maybe ask him for some clarification on what it is that he's doing, just so I understand what it is he does. Because to me, it seems like he's just sitting there doing nothing.
And you think that's a good approach?
Probably better than me just yelling at him.
I agree. But he is your supervisor, correct?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, so do you think that maybe it's on him what he's doing?
Yeah, he doesn't owe me anything.
Okay. So what do you think is another good thing another approach you should take?
I don't know. Probably just ask for more training, or kind of just do my job and keep my head down.
Okay. Um, do you feel like you're able to go back to work at this time?
Yeah, I think I can keep my cool now and not get angry anymore.
So, from what we've talked about today, is you were frustrated about your boss not doing anything while you were working, and you feel that he should be doing more than just hanging around and talking to other coworkers, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And we also talked about how you wanted to confront him, but that maybe not be in the right place for you, since he is your supervisor. Now, what I'm going to suggest is for you to go to some counseling, maybe help with that anger, or redirect that emotions towards something else.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm alright.
Well, my name is Mitzi. I'm a caseworker. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that anything you say today will stay confidential unless you do or say something that would cause harm to yourself or others.
Good enough.
So, what did you want to talk about today?
I just separated from the military, I guess about 6 months ago, and I just started school, and I'm nervous, I guess. I'm afraid of failing. I'm not sure I picked the right career path, or at least the right school path. I don't know if I can change, or if I'm set on that trajectory, and if I do go and I finish it out, is it the right one for me and my stuff? So there's I guess, fear.
So, what I'm hearing from you is that you're scared of going back to school because you don't know if it's the right choice for you at the time.
Yeah, basically.
So, you feel scared about the change of direction in your life at the moment.
Yeah. I don't know what to do if I do it wrong, and if starting at the bottom all over again, if it's the right thing that I did, should I have stayed in and everybody's so young and what I'm supposed to do.
What are some of the things that you think you should do?
I guess sticking with it couldn't be all bad, and I guess seeing it through at least for a little bit was a possibility. And I guess that it's not the worst thing in the world to change at least one time, because maybe this path I'm on could possibly take me to where I might need to be.
What exactly are the things that are scaring you to go back to school, other than failing?
I'm so much older than everybody. Everybody's starting their game at, like, 24, 25, because that's how old they are when they get out of school, and I'm at least 10 years older than everybody else. Minimum.
So age is a big factor.
Yeah, a big factor. And nobody wants the experience that I have that I brought with me from the military, it seems like.
And have you been feeling like this a lot?
Yeah, kind of. It weighs on me sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yeah. A lot.
A lot? Okay. So at this time, do you feel you're going to continue?
Yeah. Yeah. I will.
Okay, so overall, what we talked about is that you were very nervous and anxious about going back to school because you are just got out of the military and you're scared of the age gap and if it's going to work out for you.
Yes.
So I do suggest maybe getting some information from the campus that you're going to, either the admissions or their counseling, to get some more information, because you are not the only one that is getting out of the military and going back to school. So maybe they can give you some other information or some guidelines of what would work in someone in your situation.
Okay. Thank you.
Today. Good. My name is Nitsa Torres, and I'll be your caseworker for today. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that anything we say today will stay confidential unless you do or say something that will cause harm to yourself or others. So what did you want to talk about today?
Well, so my husband is in the military, and as a good wife, well, wanting to be a good wife, he re-enlisted, so he's moving to a new duty station, and it's far away from my family, and I do have to make a lot of changes in my life, and I want to be a good wife, but I also don't want to lose myself in doing so, and I feel like this move isn't for us, but it's more just to show my support. I don't know how to go about that.
So what I'm hearing is you feel a need to, as a wife, to help your husband and support him moving to his new duty station.
Yes, I don't want him to feel like it's just okay for us to be separated. I don't want him to feel like I don't want to support him in any way and just stay because my family's in our home state of Texas, rather than just move to California and just go happily and drop everything.
And how is that making you feel?
I feel a little pressured, but at the same time willing to do it. I don't feel so bad about it. It's just very confusing.
So you feel pressure and confused.
Yes.
And what do you want to do about the move? Are you going to school? Are you working?
Well, I had to stop working and I can't transfer my work, so that's the reason for that. However, I do want to be able to transfer my credits. I just don't know how to go about it.
Your school credits.
Yes, my school credits. Like, where would I even find a school? Is there even a school? I'm worried.
So what do you think your next step should be?
Maybe not worry and just look. I mean, there's
stuff, I can look to see if there's schools, right?
So would you be interested in looking at a job first or school?
School primarily, yes, so I can finish. I'm very close to finishing.
Okay, how long are you from finishing?
I have 4 credits. I'm 4 credits short.
Okay. So you want to look for a school that's in your field and that you can finish while you're stationed.
Well, yeah, because I want a job. I feel like I can't get a job without school.
So, are you opposed to going to school and working at the same time?
No, I mean, I don't know.
You don't know?
Mm. What if it doesn't work out?
What doesn't work
What if I don't like my job because I'm going to school? Or what if I don't like school because I like my job too much?
out? Okay, and what type of job would you be looking for?
I guess for where I'm going to school. Well, you know what? Just forget it. I don't even think I want to go to school anymore. I just want to work.
Okay, well, at the beginning, you did mention you wanted to go to school. Why did you say that?
Well, I do want to go to school. Don't get me wrong, but I'd rather work than go to school.
Do you feel like you would get more out of going to work than school?
Yes, because it's more satisfying to get paid for a job than have to work towards a degree and then find a job.
So what I'm getting is that you're nervous about leaving your old home and moving and leaving your school and work and having to do all this for your husband to support him and his new career. But at the same time, you want to start your new life in this new city and try to make the best out of it by either going to school or work and get the most out of it that you can.
Yes.
Okay. So I would suggest looking up some schools and calling them and seeing if maybe they have any of the programs that you're interested in nurturing, and looking up job applications into jobs that you're interested in as well. And after doing the research, maybe you can come into a conclusion that you're hoping with.
Okay, that sounds like a good